Frisco. Frisco Emerson, one of two new programs that begin varsity play this season. The Mavericks, led by THSCA President-elect Kendall Miller, improving to 4-0, entering district play next week. Frisco ISD now home to 12 high schools up there in the northern portion of the DFW Metroplex, where they get to claim Cowboys practice facility, the Star, as their home turf, of course. It's a great place to be, and no one knows that more than Coach Kendall Miller, who we welcome into High School Scoreboard Live. And Coach, if I'd have told you at coaching school this summer that you would be unblemished in your first varsity season entering district play, what would you have told me?
Well, the first thing, we definitely would have taken it. There's so much unknown when you have starting up a new program. There's only a few people a very small percentage of people that get to do that. And so the unknown continues, especially with a young group and a team that has no seniors. So any success that you have, you weigh a lot here. So we would have taken it, but it's still week to week with us at this point.
Coach, in your opener, you guys beat Hillcrest in overtime, and then last night you guys were able to take down a good Mount Pleasant team in a real nip-and-tuck affair. I'm interested, from your perspective, does the fact that you guys are not just winning, but winning kind of on the margins, winning close games, is that especially encouraging for you?
It is. It's promising for us. I don't know how good it is for my blood pressure, but for winning and seeing that we can get behind as a young team and still continue to fight and fight our way back is promising, because we've had plenty of opportunities this year to really kind of lay our head down and go ahead and look at, hey, we're a young team, we're down, we're growing, and to get a chance to kind of throw in the towel. But the kids have done a great job of fighting back, and that's really credit to them and the coaching staff.
Kendall, there's something pretty unique going on here this year, and I'm talking about first-year programs. Your program off to a good start. Lake Belton, the new Davenport program down in the San Antonio areas. What's the key to a startup program in its first UIL varsity for honor season being able to get off to this kind of start? How does it all kind of come together when you haven't had a varsity season before?
Well, Craig, I think there's two different ways that happens. One really big advantage, and we had that you open on a non-alignment year. So meaning last year, although we did not play varsity last year as 9th and 10th graders, we still had the opportunity to put in a full season with the guys, play a sub-varsity year, and install some of the things that we wanted to install in the program. Now, nothing can replicate a Friday night football game, but we did get a year. I think it's much tougher to start as some of the programs that opened this year. And if your first year ever to assemble and play a game is varsity, I think that's a little bit tougher. So, again, it's not easy. Don't get me wrong with playing a game with no seniors, but it is better if you're able to open the school and play one sub-varsity season. And we were fortunate enough to do that.
I like when I ask him what he'd tell me at coaching school. He's like, do I tell her what I would really say, or no? Listen, I appreciate it. And speaking of the coaching convention, you were named THSCA President-elect this summer. Congratulations on that. What does it mean? What does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. With the respect that I have for this profession and the people that do it, the fact that I just believe that coaches, and high school coaches in particular, especially in this state, are the elite of the elite. And for those guys to select me to represent them in associations such as this one humbles me a lot, and it really means a lot. And also, obviously, being the first one of color, I know there's been so many before me that definitely had a better resume and leadership that were definitely qualified to do this, and the different circumstances of the time did not allow that. And so with the number of phone calls and messages from those coaches that came before me and how much it means to them, it means a whole lot, again, just from the respect of the people that I admire so much in this profession.
No one better to represent the coaches in this state than Kendall Miller. He is 4-0 in his first varsity season with Frisco Emerson entering district play. Enjoy it. Congratulations, Coach. And thanks so much for joining us here tonight.
Thanks for having me on. Thank you.
Kendall Miller, one of our faves here on the show as we hit the break. Speaking of